Hello, Dushyant.
Hi.
Another question we always have in our mind is, what am I here for? Who am I?
Mm. A very important question, Priya, very pertinent question. Who am I? This word I has always intrigued our preceptors and our scriptures so much. So let me try giving you this in an angle which our preceptors have seen.
Okay.
Of course, there will be slight minor differences in
Right.
terms of which philosophy one adheres to.
Right.
When I say I am Dushyant, I am Dushyant. So, what is this I that I am referring to?
It is the physical body we would think we are referring
It's a
to.
physical
Yes.
body that we think.
Yes.
So, Shastram goes one step beyond and it tells that I actually refers to the Atma.
Okay.
The Atma inside.
Okay.
Interestingly, people call Atma as the soul,
Right.
but the word soul in English is not the literal translation for Atma.
Okay.
Because Atma is referred to as Apnoti iti Atma, which we will come later.
Okay.
So, the I, when I say I am Dushyant,
Right.
refers to the Atma.
Right.
When you say I am Priya, that I refers to your Atma.
Right.
So the difference comes only in the name.
Yes.
So that Dushyant is the name for the physical body.
Correct.
Priya is the name for the physical body.
Correct.
But that I in you and the I in me is the same. So, how do I first understand? See, this very concept of body and Atma is quite tough to understand, and people find it a bit unconvincing as well. Our acharyas have often said that there is something inside you that keeps you going,
Yes.
and that which keeps you going, when that departs,
Right.
this body, the career, becomes useless.
Right.
So the career body becomes useless when that goes away. What is that which goes away? That is what is referred to as Atma.
Correct.
Even more particularly, it is referred to as Jivatma.
Correct.
But how is this Jivatma? What is it if the Jivatma in me and the Jivatma in you is the same? What is the similarity and what is it shaped? It is very much like Paramatma,
Right.
but it doesn't have certain larger qualities,
Okay.
but it is very much like Paramatma. But there are certain essential characteristics for the Jivatma too.
Okay.
That it can never be destroyed,
Okay.
it doesn't feel the thirst,
Okay.
it doesn't feel hunger, it doesn't feel angry. So these are all the essential characteristics. That's why when I say I am Dushyant, who is hungry? I am not hungry. Dushyant is hungry. So the Dushyant, which is the body, is hungry.
Right.
If I am say I am thirsty, it's not that I which is thirsty. Dushyant is thirsty.
Right.
So body feels the thirst.
Correct.
Body feels the hunger.
Right.
Body feels the emotions of anger,
Right.
happiness, sorrow. But it is not the Jivatma. Jivatma is bereft of all these emotions. So when I say the Jivatma in you and me is the same, it is bereft of all emotions. We need to understand what this Jivatma is. Shastram tells Shatadha, Shatadha, Shatadha. Shata is 100 in Sanskrit. So if you take up a strand of hair from the cow's tail, when I'm saying all this, it's just for calculation's sake,
Yes.
which the Shastram
Yes.
tells, nobody has to attempt it.
Yes.
So it's just a single strand of
Correct.
hair from the tail of a cow that needs to be taken and divided into 100 equal parts.
Right.
Take one part out of it. So in mathematics, it becomes 1 by 100.
1 by 100.
Take that one part and divide it into 100 equal parts.
Right.
Take one part out of it. Again divide it into 100 equal parts. So what we get is 1 by 100 by 100 by 100, which is 1 by 10 power 6, and
Right.
goes to the numerator, it's 10 power minus 6.
Right.
So the Shastram goes on to say that this Jivatma that we say, which refers to I,
Right.
is as small,
Small
as minuscule,
Correct.
as nanoparticled,
Right.
as microparticled,
Correct.
as Shatadha, Shatadha, Shatadha.
Right.
So, how is this and where is this? This Jivatma is supposedly covered by an inverted lotus in our heart. And that leads to 101 pulses, nadis.
Okay.
And this Jivatma is housed there.
Okay.
And this Jivatma doesn't feel the earthly emotions.
Okay.
It is as small as that.
Okay.
And it is that which emits light of its own.
Okay.
It is resplendent,
Okay.
and that can never be destroyed.
Okay.
And that Jivatma is what we refer to as I.
Okay.
But coming to the first question, when I said I am Dushyant, when I asked you what does that I refer to, you said it refers to the body. Because the general understanding is when I say I am Dushyant, I don't break open my heart and touch the Jivatma.
Correct.
I touch the body.
Correct.
But when I touch the body, what I mean is that I refers to the Jivatma. How is
Right.
this possible? There's often an example cited by our acharyas wherein they state, I say, Priya, can you get me some water? What will you do?
Get your glass of
Yeah,
water. Yes.
get you a
Glass of water.
glass of water.
Yes.
But did I say glass?
Oh, that's the word. That's the catch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I say water, the implied meaning is the water cannot come on its own.
Right.
It needs a carrier.
Carrier.
Likewise, the body becomes the carrier,
Absolutely.
and water is the Jivatma.
Okay.
But when I say water, the word water percolates the glass and refers to the inner substance.
Right.
Likewise, when I say I am Dushyant, Dushyant is the body, and I, which is like the water, percolates Dushyant, which is the body, and refers to the Jivatma.
Okay.
So, Jivatma
Right.
here is essentially like Paramatma in many attributes.
Okay.
It doesn't face any worldly emotions.
Okay.
At the same time, it is as minusculic as possible, which the Shastram gives a definition.
Okay.
At the same time, it is the one which is housed inside us.
Okay.
It is not permanently housed.
Okay.
It can get out at any point in time.
Yes.
So this refers to the mukti that the Atma attains.
Right.
It is not essentially salvation.
Right.
The very freedom that the Jivatma gets from this career, which is
Right.
the sthula shariram. Sthulam is a gross state. You can
Okay.
see it.
Right.
So this Jivatma, though subtle in nature, is inside this gross body.
Right.
That moment, at that point in time when it has to depart, it takes up a very, very small, a subtle body which is invisible to our eyes,
Okay.
which is called Sukshma Shariram.
Sukshma
Because as such, that I, which is Jivatma, does not have the ability to travel on its own. It needs a career, either in the gross state, Sthula Avasthai,
Okay.
or Sukshma Avasthai, which is in the state, in the subtle state.
Right.
So this is Jivatma.
Okay.
But when I said there are similarities with God, this Jivatma has certain major differences.
Okay.
When we spoke of God, we said God is not bound by karma.
Right.
Jivatma is bound by karma.
Right.
God is not bound by contraction and expansion of
Right.
knowledge. His
Right.
knowledge is eternal. For us, it varies. It undergoes contraction and expansion. God is infinite. That's why I refer to him being everywhere, with his eyes everywhere,
Right.
legs everywhere. He's omnipresent.
Correct.
Whereas we are stationed here. If my Jivatma is inside this body,
Right.
it cannot be inside, my Jivatma cannot be inside the body of somebody else.
Right.
So it has its own limitations.
Correct.
So God has Satyatvam. We essentially may not have Satyatvam.
Right.
He has got Jnanatvam.
Right.
We may not have Jnanatvam.
Correct.
When I say we may not have in its full nature. We may have knowledge, but not in its fullest form like how he has. He is Ananta, infinite, but we are not Ananta.
Absolutely.
He is in the state of bliss always, which is Ananda.
Right.
Our Jivatma, when it's housed in this body, is bound to certain emotions.
Right.
He is blemishless.
Right.
Our Jivatma is also blemishless, but since it is tagged to the account of karma, it has to undergo a lot of
Right.
agony.
Okay.
So, we have a lot of similarities with Paramatma, who's God, but Jivatma has its own set of limitations, and the biggest limitation of all is karma.
Okay.
God is not bound by karma. I am bound by karma.
Right.
That is why, to get out of the bondage, I need to seek refuge of the one who is without the karma.
Right.
So, to reach that state. So, this I is a beautiful state of Jivatma, which is housed inside a Sukshma or Sthula Shariram. This is the essential definition.
Okay.